Hey there, Angry Faithful. I just wanted to drop in, bend your ear a little bit, get your attention. So if you're not listening, drop what you're doing and pay attention to me because I'm here to inform you that not only can you get your daily, maybe if you're binging it, I'm not sure, that's entirely up to you, but you can multiply your doses of angry me fuckery by paying attention to all of the platforms upon which you can find either the dulcet tones of my voice and David's voice or my pretty face and David's not so pretty face. Anyways, digressing, we not only on we are on YouTube, we are on Spotify, we're on Rumble, we're on Google, Apple Podcast. We have a TikTok page. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and of course Facebook. So if you find yourself fuckery deprived, curl up with a nice hot mug of shut the fuck up and just listen. Open those ear holes and be prepared to be cream pied like it's the first time. Thanks for listening.
Welcome, Angry Faithful. Today on Psychos and Sociopaths, we're going to take on it's going to be kind of a short one also, but we're going to take on another shit pump. He actually ended up dying. There goes our 30 seconds. So we're talking about Anthony Allen Shore, also known as the Tourniquet Killer. We're just going to go off of the early life. Starting off with that, it's really short, but he was just a shit pump. He was
I mean, his initials, I really wanted to call him Ass Man, but like it's AAS, like, you know, you done fucked up, Ron.
I love that skit. But he's only he's only had like 4+ victims. But what he did.
For those of you who are tuning into Psychos and Sociopaths, you're wondering, my God, is that really Johnny? Is he doing something besides nerd sports? Yes. You have caught me at a very unusual free time. So yeah. Hi everybody.
I know, right? We're finally at the stage where you're not doing as much as you usually do. And my daughter messed that up.
Yeah, I mean, if we weren't supposed to check out from the beach house until tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, but now, beach vacations, dude, are exhausting. You know, because it's not so much the swimming and the sun tanning and you know, things like that. It's the lugging everything up and down the stairs. It's lugging everything up and down the stairs because the code for the houses that are built. Yes. I understand Anakin Skywalker's plight now. Sand everywhere. You know, it's like coming home from the Middle East, you know, you're home for 6 weeks.
Well, I had this one comedian when he was down for
and you're
the
washing
USO.
sand out of cracks in your body you didn't know you had.
I had this one guy from the USO show. He's like, if they ever, when they recruited you for the military, did they ever just like do like a span of, this is what you're going to go into, rocks and rocks. It was actually pretty funny. He gave in to the crowd, so it was actually really funny.
There's rocks, there's shale, and then there's sand so fine you'd swear it was baby powder.
Actually, I didn't know that about Wichita Falls, but we have moon dust dirt. It's so fine it messes with the equipments and everything. I didn't know this until like I watched a video. Apparently, we also have like a 3-gun competition here in Wichita Falls.
Really?
Yeah. But let's
inevitably. Inevitably, the city council and the citizens of Wichita County will find a way to fuck that up for you guys. Okay, so I'm looking at the weather for you guys. You guys are sitting at 100 degrees right now, right?
Yeah, 103, 104, 105, 109.
You want to know where I'm sitting at right now?
Mm,
84 degrees, brother.
fuck you.
We can do dirty south. Let's do dirty south. That's easier.
But anyways,
Okay.
back to the subject at hand.
You. Oh my God. Tuesday, Wednesday, you're gonna have a high of 110, right?
Yeah.
The hottest I'm gonna get down here is 97.
Back onto the subject at hand. I hate you a little bit.
And here's what's going on in your neck of the woods.
Yeah. early life.
All
Anthony
right. Anthony Allen Shore. Yeah.
Shore
yeah.
was born in Rapid City, South Dakota, to Robert and Dana Shore. His parents were both in the military, and the family, which grew to include Shore's two younger sisters, Laura and Gina, moved frequently. They eventually settled in Houston, Texas. Shore's parents fought constantly, engaged in extramarital affairs before they finally divorced in 1976. He later claimed that his father frequently beat him, and that his mother molested him when he was 13. He exhibited antisocial behavior from a young age, killing a neighbor's cat and harassing and molesting his female classmates and sometimes younger friends of his sisters. He married Gina Lynn Worley in 1983. They had two daughters. The couple later divorced. He then married Amy Lynch in 1997 and divorced her after she accused him of abuse. At his murder trial, Anthony's daughters would later say that their father beat, raped, and drugged them. So he's a all-around shit pump.
Oh yeah, good guy.
No. The people that these are his murder victims. Lori Lee Tremblay. Stephen Hawking
yeah.
based heavily. Yeah. Shore's first known victim was 15-year-old Lori Tremblay, whom he killed on September 26, 1986. Tremblay was walking to school when she was attacked. After attempting to sexually assault her, Shore strangled Tremblay. Her body was dumped behind a Mexican restaurant in Houston. The next one was Murdy Carmen Estrada. Shore sexually assaulted, strangled, and Marie del Carmel Estrada, 21, on April 16th, 1992. Estrada was a Mexican immigrant working as a nanny. Estrada's body was found in the back of a Dairy Queen at the same day. He has something to do with this is like two of them that he just
He was
dumped.
a Mexican immigrant working as a nanny.
Yeah, but I was talking about the whole dumping by a restaurant. Sucks to be those restaurant people. Selma Jenkin on October 19th, 1993, Shore entered the home of 14-year-old Selma Jenkins, then bound and sexually assaulted her. However, he did not kill her and instead fled from the scene on foot. But that was kind of an unreliable source. Dana Reblor, Shore beat, sexually assaulted, strangled Danny Reblor, age 9, on August 8th, 1994. She lived in Houston Heights area as a front of a small duplex. On the date of her death, she was seen at a local grocery store Employees saw her leaving the store safely, but she never returned home. She was found next day on a loading dock behind a building. Police were given a lead by neighbors who described a van that frequently the area. She was connected to the Marie del Carmen Estrada case by the killer's motorist. I hate this word. Modus operandi. God, that's not even how you say it.
Modus operandi.
Yeah, there we go.
Modus operandi.
Basically, it's just the person's habits and. But a rope with a bamboo stick attached was found around her neck. Dana Sanchez, Shore strangled Dana Sanchez, 16, on July 6, 1995. Shore offered her a ride in his van and killed her after she rejected his sexual advances. Several days later, an anonymous telephone call to a local news station, actually made by Shore, directed police to her body in Harris County field. So you can go on with the investigation.
Okay. In 1998, Shore was convicted of molesting his two daughters. As a result, he was required to provide police with a DNA sample. Now, in 2000, detectives pulled Maria del Carmen Estrada's case from the cold files. They tested his DNA evidence, or the DNA evidence from underneath Estrada's fingernails, and received a full genetic profile. The results were not immediately matched to Shore because of problems at the lab, but as a result of an audit, the lab was closed in 2002. However, certain samples, including those taken from Estrada's nails, were sent to another lab for retesting. The results were not matched until 2003, which led to Shore's arrest for Estrada's murder. Now, 11 hours into his interrogation, Shore confessed to the murders of Maria del Carmen Estrada, Diana Rebolar, there we go, Dana Sanchez. He also confessed to the 1987 murder of a 14-year-old named Lori Tremblay, and the 94 rape of a 14-year-old girl. So yeah, this guy was just full of all kinds of problems. Now, let me see here. Detectives had no way of linking Tremblay's killing to the other three murders because she had been strangled with a ligature. I'll figure out what that is. Anyway, okay. When asked why he switched to a tourniquet, he replied, "Because I hurt my finger while murdering Tremblay." So like the piano wire thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now, despite his confession to the murders of the three girls, Estrada, and the rape of the 14-year-old girl, Selma Jensky, prosecutor Kelly Siegler decided to only charge Shore for Estrada's murder because it contained the most forensic evidence. Now, his trial began in late October of 2004. Now, the jury found Shore guilty of capital murder during the sentencing phase. Now, Shore's only surviving victim testified. In less than an hour of deliberations, the jury recommended that he be put to death, which Shore asked for himself. He was sentenced to death on November 15th of 2004. Now, here in the great state of Texas, we like to think that we have an express lane for people like him. And Shore was executed by lethal injection on January 18th, 2018 at 6:28 p.m. and was the first person executed in the United States in 2018. He was 55 years old. Before the execution, he confessed that "I made my peace." And his last words, "Ooh-wee, I can feel that."
That's totally weird. Well, they also have I also found this article of one of the daughters that was living with him. No, it wasn't. What is God, I hate this stuff sometimes. I thought I brought it up and it switched it over to something else.
Hmm. Now that literature or ligature strangulation, um, it's a form of a cord or a rope, wire chain, or shoelaces, um, either partially or fully circumferencing the neck. Um, and even though the mechanism of strangulation is similar, it's usually distinguished from hanging by the strangling force being applied by something other than the person's own body weight. Um, Incomplete occlusion of the carotid arteries is expected, and in some cases of homicide, the victim may struggle for a period of time, with unconsciousness typically occurring within 10 to 15 seconds. Cases of strangulation generally involve homicides of women, children, and the elderly. Compared to hanging, the lip trigger mark will most likely be located on the lower lower on the neck of the victim. Now, fun fact: during the Spanish Inquisition, victims who admitted their alleged sins and recanted were killed via literature or ligature, i.e., the garrote, before their bodies were burnt during the auto da fe. Um, Throughout much of the 20th and 21st centuries, the American mafia used ligature as a means of murdering their victims. Confessed American serial killer Altamiro Sanchez used ligature strangulation in the rapes and or murders of his victims, as did England's Dennis Nielsen and Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer.
Yeah,
So
a lot of serial killers like to use like strangulations like that. What was it? There was a movie. I think it was like Arabian Nights. They used like apparently for someone royalty and everything, if they wanted to choke and kill them or assassinate one of the females, they used silk rope.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, see, the thing about silk is that its tensile strength increases if you wet it.
yeah,
You
this is
know,
weird. But that's
science, bitch.
I know,
Yeah.
right? That's pretty much it on this one. Like I said, we're gonna do a short one this week because Johnny's still in his vacation stage. Next week we'll go into something tarty, and I'll send him the stuff. But also, are you gonna be able to do a what the hell this week
I should be able to. Yeah.
or Sunday?
What day? Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not. It'll be later in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because we're gonna go to church in the morning, and then I don't know. This weekend, really, I will be completely happy if we don't have to go anywhere, honestly. Um, but yeah, no, we stopped by the house today to check on its progress.
Mm-hmm.
They're almost done bricking. Like the front of the house is done. Um, their trim is supposed to come in probably Monday. Uh, it's going to get installed Tuesday, along with, and then they're going to paint, and then electrical is going to come in, and they're going to do the electrical trim, which is the outlets and switches, and then the
Okay.
AC grills are going to go in. And then once all that stuff gets inspected, then they're going to start moving in with like the flooring and stuff like that. Uh, Dude, it's so cool. I mean, we went in there, we stopped by there today. Um, all of our cabinets and cupboards are installed,
Mm-hmm.
and we have our
Nice.
granite countertops, and our farmhouse sink has been installed. Um, Cabinets and I mean countertops in all of the bathrooms. Well, the half bath that's downstairs, that when you first come in, it's going to have like a pedestal sink in there, but um Hold on a second.
So as Johnny's finishing up on his stuff, and
House
everything,
five, house with 5 boys in it. Somebody inevitably is going to come in and tattle.
but
But
anyways, we can
yeah,
end the episode real quick, and we'll talk more. So you
yeah.
can get with your kids.
No, I'm excited about this. You know, it's like
Yeah, I know you are,
somehow I
buddy.
can't qualify for a damn credit card, but yet I can be a homeowner.
Yeah.
So weird.
It's weird.
But
But-
hey, I mean, but you know, we're just out here trying to live our best life.
I know, right?
All right, everybody. I'm Johnny Skelton.
I'm David Dickerman. Thank you all for listening and watching. And good night,
And
everybody.
in the absence of a soundboard, victory.